Welcome to Introduction to Big Data and Hadoop. My name is Mohini and we will be learning about Big Data and Hadoop in this video. We are going to cover Big Data and its challenges, Hadoop as a solution and its architecture, advantages, disadvantages of Hadoop, and real world applications of Big Data solutions using Hadoop. At last, we will be concluding with key takeaways and some references for further learnings. So, what is big data? A massive volume of both structured and unstructured data that is so large that it's difficult to process with traditional database and software techniques. Here, structured data is highly specific and it's stored in a predefined format like Excel file, CSV files, etc. Whereas unstructured data is a compilation of many varied types of data that are stored in their native forms like PDFs, images, etc. In fact, every year we are generating so enormous amount of data which is greater than previous years combined. The main components of big data are 5 V's of big data, which is volume. Volume refers to huge amount of data. Variety, it refers to different formats of data and their various sources like images, comments on social medias, videos, etc. Value refers to extract useful data. It also refers to the quality of data and how much data is useful for our analysis. Velocity refers to high speed of accumulation of data. If every day we are generating some amount of data, that will refer to the velocity. Veracity refers to inconsistencies and uncertainty in data. If a data is supposed to be generated in every hour and suddenly we are not getting that data, that will come under inconsistency and uncertainty in data. Big data analytics is the process of collecting, organizing, and analyzing large sets of data, called as big data, to discover patterns and other useful information. These analyses are also further used in machine learnings and AI tools and graphs and other tools. The application of big data analytics lies under various platforms such as new products and services, smarter business decisions, time reductions, cost reductions. Previously, in olden days, we did not have that much amount of data available. So those data were handled using RDBMS. The data was less and easily handled by RDBMS, but recently it is difficult to handle huge data which is preferred as big data. There are many shortcomings of RDBMS when we are handling big data because relational databases are not designed to handle changes. If we are trying to handle big data from RDBMS, it will be very costly and very time taking also. Relational databases have limits on field lengths, and there are no support for unstructured data such as videos, audios, images, etc. Then Hadoop comes into picture as a solution for handling big data. To overcome disadvantages of RDBMS, Hadoop is introduced to market. Hadoop is an open source Java based programming framework that supports processing, storage of extremely large data sets in distributed computing environment. There are other big data technologies also along with Hadoop. They have their own advantages and disadvantages, such as Cassandra, Apache Kafka, Elasticsearch, Apache Hive, Flume, MongoDB. In this tutorial, we will be covering Hadoop. Let's dive into the architecture of Hadoop. Hadoop has two main components, MapReduce and HDFS. MapReduce is used for handling distributed processing and HDFS is used to store the data in distributed framework. Yarn is yet another resource negotiator. The main purpose of Yarn is job scheduling and resource management. And there are other Java libraries and utilities as well. Let's dive into MapReduce and HDFS. HDFS consists of two main components, name node and data node. The main component is data node where all the storage is done of the data. There will be one name node where just logs will be available, and in multiple data nodes all the files will be stored in multiple chunks. MapReduce is used for processing. We will cover MapReduce with an example. Suppose we have an input as shown in the screen, deer, beer, river, and as we can see there are multiple frequency of each word. Then first step is splitting the data. The data gets splitted into multiple forms and then it is getting mapped. Here count of every word in each split will be available. Then shuffling is done so that all the same words are together, and finally we will have the count of that data. The final result will consist of unique words and count of it. As we can see, the data got mapped, then it got reduced. So that's why it is called map reduce. And we write different Java programs to implement this. Let's check the real world applications of Hadoop, which is website tracking. As a website generates a lot amount of data, and we can check what is the traffic of website, what is the revenue generated from the website. There are other real world examples also, such as geographical data, financial industry, digital market, healthcare industry, retail industry. Let's check the advantages of Hadoop. Hadoop is scalable. As we know that Hadoop works on distributed systems and it is dedicated for big data. So no matter how much the data is, the Hadoop is scalable for the amount of data if it is reducing or increasing. As Hadoop is open source, so it is cost effective as well. Because when we are storing the data in data nodes, we don't need to buy any machine. We will just use the existing machine in local and that data will be stored. That's why it is cost effective. It is flexible because it is using unstructured data as well. We can provide any kind of data to store and to handle. Hadoop is very good solution for it. Hadoop is fast because it is using distributed systems. The data gets divided into multiple chunks and it gets stored with its copies so that there won't be any failure. That's why it is resilient to failure as well. There are some disadvantages of Hadoop also, such as security concern, because Hadoop is an open source program. That's why there are security concern and it is vulnerable by nature. And it is designed for big data, that's why it is not fit for small data. The key takeaways which we will get is the volume of data is large, making it difficult to process using traditional data processing software. Hadoop is an open source framework designed to store and analyze various types of data. The HDFS is capable of storing structured, semi structured, and unstructured data. It could include documents, audio, video, images, and texts. And MapReduce is capable of data processing in distributed systems. As Hadoop has two main components, HDFS and MapReduce, that we have covered. There are some references as well which can be used for further learning purpose. Thank you.